All right. Another walk. I honestly wonder if I'll run into I don't think he's outside. Oh yeah, I wanted to go a different way this time. That's right. This is weird. Oh, wow. Sun's out. It's very warm outside. Here I am talking about the weather because I'm finding myself kind of bored. I'm like, all right, I want to talk about that. I'm like, because I don't get bored. And I'm like, what's this lack of interest that I'm feeling? Like, boredom is such a weird feeling for me because I don't feel it very often. I get very absorbed in something, very obsessed. But you know what the thing is though, yesterday, like, because again, I was like having this realization or something, and I'm like, oh wait, I figured it out that you just simply don't figure it out. And then I always said that yesterday, I was like, I'm disappointed because I'm like, well, where's the drive all of a sudden? You know, where's the passion? Because I was so like digging. And here's okay, I still want to be able to ask questions. Like, I don't ever want to stop asking questions. It's just right now I'm like, it's very strange. Like, I don't go for walks. And again, I'm feeling this sense of boredom or something. But it's not, I don't feel bad about it. Like, I would avoid boredom like crazy, like I would, but I just wouldn't be bored. It's not like it was something that I was actively avoiding or something I was trying to get away from. I would just not be. And now I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? Like, how am I feeling right now? You know, like, what am I doing? I'm going for walks and talking to myself. You know, and yesterday I watched a movie. Like, I watched The Fighter, but I'm like, I don't even care. Like, it's not even like something I want to talk about. It's just, I found myself just scrolling, you know, through Netflix or whatever. Because I'm almost done with Skyrim, even though I was kind of enjoying it yesterday a little bit. And then my girlfriend called me. You know, so like, I guess I would want to talk about that because me and her talked for like 3 hours, and it was an amazing conversation. And because this is the thing, it's like, I think me and her are both addicted to chaos or something. Like, we both really enjoy, or just like, we love talking to each other. Okay, I'm gonna go down this path now, which is also a path I've never, I think, walked down before. And I would like to show it. And I believe that the camera is turned sideways again. It's very bright out here. All right, well, we'll just do this. Again, been by here 10 million times, like I said. Very interesting. Anyways, it's like me and her are both like completely, like, I don't know, here's the thing. When, for example, I feel like she's stable or something, I want to throw like a wrench. Oh, what's up, squirrel? Oh, you're gone. Anyways. Oh, it's hot out here. Anyways, like, I want to throw a wrench in. Like, I want to throw a wrench in. Like, I want to destabilize. You know? I'm like kind of focused on recording, like out here, and I'm like, oh yeah, hold on, I'm like behind somebody's fence. So, hello, butterfly. Anyways, back in my pocket. Here you go. Oh, yeah, it's hot out here. Jesus. I think I want to keep going this way. Anyways, so like, I feel like we both hate stability or something. Like, fuck, it's hot out here. Jesus, I'm glad I brought a water bottle. God damn. Fucking hell, it's like 75, but I feel like I'm dying or something. So many butterflies. What the fuck is going on? So strange. I'm like, where the fuck am I? Like, I know this area and everything. It's just so weird. Anyways, try to stay on track. We're both addicted to chaos is what it feels like. Again, when she feels stable, I'm like, well, are you really? Like, what is that? Are you sure? Are you fooling yourself? Are you full of shit? You're not supposed to be stable. You must ask the questions always and forever. Always ask questions. Always do that. Please. You know, don't be stable and boring. You must move and progress and evolve and grow. And the only way to do that is to ask a bunch of questions all the time. And I'm like, okay, is that the case? Because yesterday, for example, I don't know. Again, I was kind of just bored a little bit, but I enjoyed myself. And okay, I took some CBD gummies again. And at first I took only 75 milligrams. And somebody's right next to me, so hold on. I think I want to go this way. Anyways, well, that's really cool. Oh, this is this back neighborhood. I've never really walked in before. And to be honest, kind of don't want to. I don't want to walk this way. I want to go this way. Fuck it. I don't know, this fucking kid walked right by me. Anyways, I took CBD gummies yesterday, and I kind of went a little numb or something. Not numb, but I took it because I was like, well, I am kind of bored, so I want to just feel that again and see what that is. Like, what does that feel like again to do that? And there was this slight disappointment in myself. But again, I'm like, what I even wanted to do today, I wanted to go to the store and buy some, some beer or whatever. And just, well, I wanted to, I wish I could just walk around with a beer around my neighborhood and just drink it. But hey, can't drink in public like that. So it is what it is. But I just wish, the concept just sounds different and relaxing. Because I want to be on the move. I don't want to just be sitting in a place in nature drinking a beer. I'm like, I kind of want to walk. Like, I want to feel my legs moving. Because I've been, again, all my videos that I've been recording have been just in the car or in my truck. And it's not been outside while I'm walking. It's a completely different feeling and vibe. And also, like right now, like I can't yell and scream like a maniac, but I don't feel like I want to. And that's why I was saying I was disappointed in that or something. Because I'm like, there's something about this anger and passion and yelling and getting excited about something that makes me feel alive. Like, do I like to be calm? Yeah, sometimes, but would I want to be that way forever? No, I wouldn't. That's why that realization that, oh, you don't figure it out. Or like, you figure out that you don't figure it out. I was like, it's not satisfying, even that answer. And I'm like, maybe, is it just poison in my mind, the way I'm thinking? Is it just simply not a good way of thinking? Is, oh, I always have to be chaotic? Is that what the fuck I need to be like all the time? Because that makes me feel the most alive? And then I'm asking myself that question. I'm like, what makes me feel alive? You know, what makes me feel that way? What is this thing inside of me where I'm like, oh yeah, like I love that shit. You know, I'm asking myself that question every day. What am I interested in? What do I give a shit about? What is it that I find interesting? And why? You know, why do I find those things interesting? And again, I found it so interesting to keep digging inside of myself and trying to find whatever I'm trying to find. I was having such a good time, even though it's like, I sounded all stressed out. I sounded extremely stressed out, and I was. It was extremely stressful, and I'm like, please, let me find the answer. But I'm like, I enjoyed looking for it. And all of a sudden, the answer that I found, that I think I found, which is still not even satisfying, is you just simply don't figure it out. And even with my therapist, like I'm like believing them. I'm like, okay, I get it. You know, it's just like, well, just enjoy this time, is what he would tell me. Just enjoy this time. And I'm like, all right. I'm just gonna enjoy the time. But I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? You know, what is that? What does that mean exactly? What does enjoying the time mean? I'm just gonna double check what the fuck. Okay, cool. We're still recording. And I think blue light's still on, right? Okay, cool. Anyways, it's like, all right, enjoy this time is what he was saying. I'm like, what? So let me stop stressing out, right? Stop trying to find the answer inside of my brain. Stop digging. Or it's like, and that's what I mean. I'm like, well, you know, stop looking for the treasure that's not there. But I'm like, well, fuck, what do I do with myself now? You know? Like, and again, I this was a fear I had a long time ago with making the videos and talking to myself and all that shit. I'm like, eventually I'm gonna burn out, you know, with this self-discovery journey. And then, again, the self-discovery is that there is no actual self-discovery. It's just a process over time for forever. It doesn't ever stop. You don't ever stop self-discovering. Again, why do I feel so unsatisfied? And then, so the whole thing is with my girlfriend, right? She called me last night while I was just, you know, kind of feeling good. CBD gummies was running through my fucking veins, right? And the feeling I had was just kind of calm again with the boredom. And she called me, and then, again, me and her are both very good at this chaos thing or something. Now this is a trip actually, so I wanna, let's see. This is childhood right here. This path I have walked down. Let me see, actually, I wanna do this. That way you can get just a nice wide view of everything in here. And again, this is my neighborhood. You know, like this is part of my neighborhood. Like the main road's right there, and there's just this trail. And I remember me and my friends, like there's so many fucking memories in here, you know, and there's a lot of dark shit as well. There's a lot of things that happened in here. You know, there's a lot of fucked up shit. You know, and it's very personal stuff that happened in here, like just a lot of weird memories. And all of a sudden I'm like nervous to open up about that, and I'm like, why? Like that's what I mean. I'm like, why would I be afraid of somebody knowing this about me if I said that? And it's like, fuck it, I'll just say it, because this is life, it's real shit, it's fucked up, and this is stuff people don't say. It's like, me and my friends we'd go here all the time when we were younger and just like, what's it called? Dress up in these, you know, medieval outfits with these plastic swords and things, and we would feel all powerful. You know, that was just one thing that we would do. And one day, we started hitting puberty or whatever, right? This sounds so fucked up, but like, fuck it, I'm just gonna open up about it, because it's like, it's just there. And it's gonna be kind of a dark video, but I didn't expect to go there, but I also didn't expect to feel all of this right now and go in here. Because this again I haven't been down in here in years. Walked in this path, walked down here and everything, you know. Anyways, I think we were like 13 or something like that. And, oof, fuck, Jesus. It's very, very wild here, you know. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit a spider web or something. I fucking hate spiders. Anyways, I kind of want to make it to the area where this shit happened. I don't know, I'm in short sleeves, so I kind of feel unprotected, and I don't like it, you know. But I'm gonna walk this whole thing again. Anyways, yeah, somebody lives like right there. I remember all of this, but anyways, yeah, I gotta say it though. I just got to. It's fucked up though, but there was this one kid, you know, like one of my best friends, and we, this sounds so awful, but I just gotta say it, because fuck it. Like, and this is stuff men or just people in general, they bury, and it's so embarrassing, and they don't want to even think about it. Again, I'm even having a hard time. He jerked off right in front of us. And because we didn't even know what that was. And, you know, again, this is fucked up, but it is what it is. I remember like we found some Gatorade fucking bottle, a Gatorade bottle out here. And we were like, well, what is that? Like, because we're young kids, we don't know. We just got hit with all these hormones. And there's so much shame wrapped around it, you know? And again, this is a trip, man, to walk through here and think about all of that stuff, because I believe it was like right here or somewhere near here. I think it was like right here or something. I don't know, like just this area. I remember this corner, and it's like, you know, it's isolated. I think it might be more that way. I don't know. The whole point is though, we watched him and he fucking just like, you know, he fucking came on his stomach. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. I can't believe I'm even telling this story right now, but we're just like, well, how did it feel? Like, what was that? What happened? You know, how do you feel about that? And he was just like, well, you know, it just, because I already know the explosion that happened in his mind. He didn't even want to say it, you know, because when you're young and you have an orgasm, you know, for the first time as a young man, or I'm just going to speak for myself as a young man, it is an explosion of euphoria and this dopamine rush that you just simply don't understand. And you're like, oh, because I still remember the first time I had an orgasm. It was, I don't know how old I was exactly, but I just know I was very young. And I still remember the exact dream, and just like in this flow of euphoria through my mind at such a young age. And I was like, oh my God, I want to get back there. But again, I didn't even know what that meant. I don't even know what happened. See, you know what's crazy about this path? And I just remember why we loved it so much, because it's so beautiful. It's like, you don't even know, like somebody built this here, just on this path. And this is all behind a bunch of houses. I digress. You know, and people chill out here. I remember me and my friends used to chill out right here when we were younger, you know. Anyways, so you know, when we saw that happen and he did that, again, there's so much shame. And when you're around that age of like 12 and 13 and stuff, you don't know what that stuff is, and it's very embarrassing to even think about. It's very embarrassing to even think about. Oh wow, I remember this. So thin, this path. Anyways, it's so embarrassing to think about, and it's so scary to think about. And there's so much embarrassment. So, oh my God, you know what's weird? I'm just another little side note. I remember how big these fences felt. Like I never was able to look over that fence right there. And now the path becomes a little more treacherous. And I remember we used to go down this way as well, and we would go into that neighborhood. I'm gonna keep going this way because that's where we ended up. Like you just walk up here. Looks a little messy though, so maybe I will go back this way. And then since I'm gonna go down, probably gonna put this back in my pocket, but we'll see. Kind of wanna walk down here, but I wanna be careful because I'm in Pumas. So, oops, see? Almost ate shit right there. Oh yeah. Rocks and everything everywhere. Almost there. All right, before I come out of here, just gonna put this back in. There we go. That way I can just actually grab things here. This is meant for small children. Going through here. Wow. And then boom, I'm back in the neighborhood. Haven't even drank any water yet, so let's do that. That was a trip. Anyways. I don't even know how I started talking about that. Well, I mean, it just came back. Going through that path was very trippy, actually. See, look at this guy. Probably pulling in here like, who the fuck is this? You know? Very strange for me to come out like this. Anyways. Oh, and I actually want to walk through here too. I'm going through all the childhood memories now. This area where I am right now. Used to hang out all the time. Like there's so many memories here. It's so trippy. Because it's just, we're surrounded by forests where we live. And it's such a beautiful everything. I'm like super trying to make sure this keeps recording because I'm very vulnerable right now, and I'm going through like the past. This is the creepiest shit I've ever seen. What the fuck is this house? Jesus, bunch of weird ass creepy trinkets in the fucking front yard. And here's the thing: is there actually a path back here? So I remember there was a creek. I can't get by there. That's mostly vegetation. Anyways, so weird how I'm just wandering out here like I used to. But I don't know why I even brought up that whole story is because it's like there's again just so many things inside of my mind, so many questions that I have. And the chaos can be stressful, but this is the sick part of my mind, is what it feels like, is just I just want to say this too, all the kids grew up here already. So those paths that I just walked, I mean, I feel like some kids still do it. I actually am gonna walk towards this way first, and then I'll go back. But anyways, the chaos is very stressful, and the questioning and constantly asking those questions is very stressful. And when you feel like you're falling in this complete pit of despair and winding and whirling and swirling and whatever, right, in your mind, and you're just like, oh God, can I find some stability? But then you know what the problem is? As soon as I kind of found that stability for a second, it was not a satisfying stability. It was, still felt like bullshit. You know? It still fucking felt like bullshit. And that's what I mean, even yesterday when I was kind of relaxing, she like threw a wrench in there and spiraled me again. And I don't even want to, I don't want to do that. I want to go, I guess I know, hello dog. I want to go, oh, no trespassing, interesting. Private property. This isn't private property. Who even fucking posted that there? Oh wow. Posted no trespassing, keep out. Why? And whose property is this? You know, it's just a spider web. Anyways, maybe I don't even want to go in here, but here's another place. This is another childhood area. You know, again, houses right here. And just there's this whole humongous forest here. But somebody decided to post this sign. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? You know, you don't own any of this. It's just a forest back here. Why would you even say any of that? I don't know. I hate people. Fuck them. And at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, fuck them. I'm like, this is where I grew up. All of a sudden, you're going to put a stamp on it that you own it. I'm like, this is not a place you own. Oh God, there's spider webs fucking everywhere in here. Again, I'm like, I hate spiders. And I'm not prepared. Anyways, I don't feel like going in there anyways. I want to see that. I know where I want to go next. I'll walk this way. Anyways, this whole concept of chaos, I want to get away from it. At the same time, I don't want to find boring stability. You know? I'm like, yeah, all that stress from being all chaotic is ridiculous, but also being stable in an unsatisfying way also feels stressful and awful and not fun. And that's another trippy thing. And that's what I mean about yesterday. It's like she threw a wrench in, you know, and it just got me thinking again. And I was just like, oh God, I felt stable for a second. But again, even that stability that I felt was not satisfying. And I'm like, oh God, what the fuck is this? But I talked to her for like 3 hours, right? And felt so much life. And that's the thing I'm trying to understand. And we both, again, operate on this same frequency. Like we're both extremely similar. And it's like, what? And I'm trying to understand, what the fuck is that? What is that? Why do I find this interesting? Talking to her and even having a conversation about boredom was not boring. Like it was so good. And even right now, as I'm talking, like, why is it that I enjoy asking these questions? Why? You know? And here I am out here, like, I'm not even comprehending, like, wait, where the fuck am I? Like, I feel like I'm in a dream. And my elementary school was just that way. Like this used to be a path I would walk to get home. And it's like I'm going through all of these memories, and I'm going through all of those thinkings and stuff again. And even that fucking story I just said, I can't even believe I said that about my fucking friend, and watching that happen. Oh God, what the fuck? Who are these people? Look like fucking homeless people or something. Got a shopping cart right in the path where I want to walk. I move. No, hold on. Okay, never mind. Not homeless people, but just two white guys. One older white guy with, I think, his son. I'm like, why the fuck are you in here? What are you doing in here with shopping carts? Very strange. All right, anyways, I want to say this. I don't even want to show that because there's a street address. This is another path. Just cutting through, you cut through right here. But I really want to find that area with that creek. And I think we're gonna go search for it. But this was another area. And I think the creek is still here, actually. I hope. You know, it might be dried up because it's summertime, but you know. This is another path. I'm so happy has not been destroyed. Oh yes. Oh my, wow. Now this is a trip. Yeah, I remember this area too. Why the fuck are there shopping carts in here? Why? Like, I don't know, it's so disappointing to see that. Oh yeah, it's dried up. That's what I thought. Yes, there's a creek here. Oh, wait a minute. I remember that way. But I remember as a kid, we'd walk over this. So interesting to go through these memories. You know, but a lot of people like to hang out back here, as you can clearly see. I'm like, here's another path. Oh, I hope there's not people on this path. Anyways, I don't even remember where this one goes. Wow, look at all those spider webs. So interesting. Going through all of these memories again. Anyways. So, I don't know, again. There's like families everywhere around here. You know, this is all a neighborhood. This is all where I grew up. All these paths I used to walk as a child. I really want to find that creek. Anyways, I think I'm gonna put it back in now. It's nice. Because I'm not sure where I am now. I was comfortable in the other places, but not really here. Anyways. Yeah, it's a trip, man. I'm like, where the fuck is that creek? I really want to find that. Oh God, it's so weird to be walking through the forest, and it's like, there's all these, it looks like there's a lot of young families here now, actually. And I don't know, this little girl was just looking at me like, who is that? Wow, what was this path? I don't know, I'm slightly uncomfortable because I'm like behind all these houses, like I said. And people are out moving about and all that. I'm gonna come out this way, but I really would love to find that creek, because there's also a lot of memories there. Anyways, all right, back on the main road. Digression. What was I talking about? I think I was talking about chaos. Yes, and boring stability. And again, it's a war. It's just a war. And trying to understand that. Oh, here's somebody else walking around. Oh, God. Yeah, good. Go that way. Excellent. It's just, you know, people are around and shit, so I'm just, of course, like I said, uncomfortable. This is very uncomfortable. I'm going to try to stay on topic as well still, or whatever the fuck I'm talking about. It's just interesting to think about, like, why am I so conflicted all the time? Like, why do I have such a big problem right now? I'm like, where is that creek? I think it might be this way. I really hope so. I just really want to find it. I'm going through the past. Like, I'm walking through the past right now. It's been years. I've been so wrapped up in adulthood. It's really a trip. Again, I've been so inside. It's also such a trip. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm so wrapped up in all of this adulting and growing up or something. And it's like, fucking hell. Why didn't I just go for a walk through my neighborhood? You know? And I'm older now, so it's like, it's beautiful here. It's so beautiful. Like, I think it's back this way. I hope so. This feels new. Someone's got a little fire pit right there. I think maybe. Again, so many different paths. Is it this way? I don't know. You can get lost back here, actually. It's kind of crazy to think about. And I wish I wasn't wearing shorts, but I am. Let's see. What's this way? Like, you're just hanging out with me is what it is. This is just straight vegetation, but somehow there's still a path here, you know? It's extremely overgrown though, but it's so interesting that these trails are kind of still here. I'm just scared I'm gonna like have to backtrack or something. I guess I can show this for a second. It's just another area, you know? And I think the creek is like that way, but I'm not sure how to get there. It's like, I think I hear it. Oh my God, wow, look how beautiful this is. That's just another path, but oh yeah, look at this. This is wide open. This is amazing, you know? I'm like, wow. Again, this is my neighborhood. Wow, this is amazing. I can't believe this actually exists back here still. And I'm like, I kind of remember this place. But I'm like, where's that creek? You know what's making me mad? I'm like, here's another shopping cart. I'm like, fuck, dude, what are people camping back here? Is it that bad now in this fucking world that even my home and my place and my old sanctuary is now being flooded with this. It's like, what the fuck is this? It's a Walmart shopping cart. You know? And I still haven't found that creek. But I'm like, what do I hear right now? I don't know. This is an interesting path though. I'm like, what a trip. What an absolute trip to go through these forests again in this area. It's just absolutely unbelievable that this is back here. I'm not even sure where I'm about to end up. Been recording for 40 minutes. You know, just going on my walk. Still didn't find the creek though. So interesting. And I digressed into so many different topics. I think I want to go, which way? Back to the street, I guess. So interesting, a decision like this as well, you think about. It's like, if I go this way, what will I see and what will I feel? What if I go back that way? But my gut's telling me to go this way, even though this feels more uncomfortable because, you know, it's more near the houses or something. Anyways, back to this for a second. Yeah, don't really have a super topic right now because I'm just, oh fuck, oh, that's where I am. There's my school. All right, let's walk down here for a second actually and feel that since we're going through memory lane. Oh wow. God. That's what I'm talking about, the school and how much I hated it, and so many memories here. So much memories, so many. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And it's like, I want to go through all of that. I want to walk through this. It's like just a absolute trip to go, like I'm going through the past. You know, I'm going through the past right now. And it's unbelievable. Like, who goes here now? This is such an old school. Like, I've walked this path a million times. Even that way, I walked this path. I swear to God, okay, there's one thing that's really gonna trip me out if it's still there. I'm near my school right now, my elementary school, so, you know, I don't wanna, there might be little points and snippets that I record, but I don't wanna, it's just a shame again. Another shopping cart, because it's like there's even a homeless problem out here, and it's not even that I'm mad at the homeless people. I'm not. It's this society now. Like even a beautiful place like this, it's like people can't afford it. People can't afford it, and people migrate all over the place, and they're walking around like nomads, and they're lost, you know? But this is another path, and I'll show it, you know? My school's right to the left, you know? It's right to the left, and I remember how many times I would walk back here as a child, playing. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll show this. This isn't showing anything. You're not gonna identify it. And I got in a fight like right here with my best friend one time. Yeah, and then I became, oh wait, I don't want to do that. And he became my best friend after we fought each other. You know? It's really a trip. And I guess the height that I'm holding the phone at, that's how tall I was. You know, so the perspective that I see right now. Oh, is it back this way? Or did I already pass it? Oh God. I think I already passed it. Hold on. I remember how cool it was. And again, I don't even care that I'm like, oh, I'm just behind here. I think I believe it was right back here. This hedge wasn't here though. There used to be, I believe, a swing like right back here. And it was so hidden and fun. I was just like, wait, what? You know, and I always liked secret paths. I always liked, you know, the back areas. I always loved that so much. You know, I'm so tripped out right now that I'm out here. Like, it's so interesting just to film this experience and to talk about it, you know, to see these old paths. And, you know, this is new. This is a whole different thing. It's a whole storage unit. This path was never here. Wow. I'm gonna go this way. There's a sign real quick, so I just put it away. From dusk till dawn, this park is closed. Okay, well, I think I vaguely remember this, but it's so quiet. I think I'll run into somebody out here though, probably. It's really a trip though where I am. And I'm like, how far do I want to go? I'm not sure. But this is in my fucking neighborhood, everybody. Like, the fuck am I doing inside? Or something, whatever. Listen, I loved all those times playing video games, so I'm not even gonna hate on it or whatever and be like, I should have been outside this whole time. No, it's a phase. You know, this is what I'm doing now. You know, so I can't even beat myself up like that and say, oh, I wish I was exploring this some other. No, I'm happy I played all my video games. I'm happy that interesting. There's a path up here too. Kind of want to go exploring, I guess. Ugh, fuck off, bug, piece of shit. Anyways, it's like, no, this is what I'm supposed to be doing now. You know, I'm not supposed to anything. Like, this is what I'm doing currently. And I'm going through all of these past memories and I'm thinking about, oh, fuck me. Wow. Is this where this was? Unbelievable. Yes. I remember this path and I remember this bridge. Hello. I think I can just do this. Ah, yes, this place. It's so weird. Oh, okay, yeah. So. Oh, yeah. I remember this. Wow. And there's people I hear. To be honest, I don't want to deal with them. And I won't go that deep this time inside of here. Oh, shit, I forgot. My mic is right here, but we're gonna head back up. And I think I'm gonna head home. And again, I'm like, oh, this video is not very super interesting. I'm like, I don't give a shit. You know, I'm gonna just hang out. And that's what I'm doing today. You know, it's been like 50 minutes now. And so far, it's been an absolute fucking journey. And I'm like, am I gonna walk all the way back home while still recording? Well, maybe. I'll just do whatever I fucking feel like doing. You know, and again, I'm mostly absorbing everything that's around me. I'm just looking up here and I'm like, unbelievable. Oh, I think these fucking kids are coming this way. Just don't even want to bother, you know. I don't want to see nobody else right now. But, wow. Just unbelievably beautiful. I'm gonna go that way too, but again, I think I'm just gonna head home. And I don't think I'm gonna head home. I don't even care if this goes an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna record this whole entire walk and just feel everything that I felt during it. All those moments, all those breaths that I've already had. It's just very, very interesting to feel all of this. And again, I don't even want to, this path is new right here. This was never here. And it's because of this whole place here that just got developed. But again, you can't see nothing, but this is my school or whatever. All the way back then. Oh, anyways, I'm gonna put this in my pocket for now. And then I'm gonna talk about where I'm about to go. And I'm about to walk, I'm gonna go walk in my school. Like I'm just gonna go walk around this playground. And I'm gonna feel all of that. I don't even know. I'm like, right now, my emotions are kind of numb. And I'm not really feeling anything. I'm just like, oh yeah, this is nice scenery. But I'm like, I was here all the time. All the time. And again, I haven't been here in years. It's been fucking years since the last time I was here. It's been for fucking ever. And I'm like, wow, what a trip. Like this is about to fucking trip me out, maybe. Or maybe I'll be disappointed with how much it doesn't trip me out. Oh my God. Why is that even there? That's weird. Anyways, yes, hello, shopping cart with a bunch of stuff. It's just unbelievable. Like this is my fucking school here. Like this is my elementary school. And how much shit that fucking happened here is unbelievable. And the fact that I'm even, like, okay, I'll show this. So this path right here, like I said, I got in a fight with my best friend like right here in like 6th grade. And it was raining and it was shitty. And I just remember that. Anyways, like it's a fucking trip to be here. I'm about to run out of water maybe. And I'm like half, so. That's why I don't want to stay out here too long because it is hot, so. Definitely want to head back. But I want to go through here real quick and just see all of this. Oh God, I got to talk about this because this is also kind of life-changing. But it's so insignificant and small if you think about it. But I want to walk over to this playground because it still floats through my mind. And I'm like, why is that? And it just has something to do with the butterfly effect and just how crazy it is and such a mind fuck when you really think about the butterfly effect. It's like not much of this has changed. This fucking place. Oh God, what happened there? Oh, I guess they're just replacing it. Anyways, so I am on this playground, middle of fucking summer. So, this is a trip. I don't know, I just want to talk about this. I remember this when I was a kid, this moment. And I don't remember exactly how it went, but I remember that I wanted to make a left or a right off of this step right here. And it was just a simple, you know, I come down these steps here, just whatever, right? And then I wanted to either get off here, just straight, right? Or I wanted to go this way. And why am I even bringing that up? it's like this thing about like life paths, and something so simple like that made me think about that. And even when I was over there last time trying to make a decision of what path I wanted to take, you feel different emotions. And again, this is so insignificant is what it feels like, but I'm like, why did that stand out to me, and why do I still remember that to this day? Because again, I think about that, how I even met my girlfriend, the job that I'm at now, what I'm doing in my life, all of these things, all these little things had to happen. You know, all these, if something happened differently, my entire life would be different. And I wouldn't be walking here right now contemplating this playground. Anyways, I'm gonna keep walking, but I do wanna bring that up for a second. Oh, I actually wanna walk over here and feel that. And feel those memories. Because I remember, the hopscotch, yes, I remember. So weird to see a COVID sign. Wow, this place used to be so big to me. Well, you don't see any signs here, so anyways, this area right here, this door, I remember all this stuff. And we would play a thing called wall ball, you know? And we just hit a ball off of the fucking wall right here, right? And I remember, this is the first time I ever got suspended. It was right in this area. Because I put a kid in a half Nelson and apparently punched him in the face, but I don't remember that, but that's what the fucking teacher said or something. But I just even remember that conflict. And I always talked about that, and I was always so like, oh, you know, the first time I got suspended was in first grade. And I had this sense of pride thinking about that, and I'm like, why is that? You know, but it happened right here as I stand here recording this moment of the past or something. It's a real trip. And I'm gonna walk this way. Again, there's a sign of the school right here, so I don't even want to say that, but I will show this because it's not showing anything. It's not showing anything at all. But I remember this as a child. These buildings got old. Oh shit. I think I already fucked up. Oh fuck, there was a sign that showed. But that's not even a big deal. Like, if I show the state that I live in, who gives a fuck? You're still not gonna be able to identify who I am. You know, I really hate how I have to have this anonymous thing. It does really bug me, but again, sacrifice. Wow, this is a trip. This view right here, this area, this everything, absolute fucking mind fuck to me. Yeah, you're not even gonna know who I am. I said my name's Matt, but hey, you're never gonna see my face or whatever. And that sign that just showed up, it's not a big deal. You know, it was the shape of my state that I'm in, and it probably showed up on the camera, but whatever. I don't want to think about it. I'm gonna put the phone away for a second and talk about this. I can't believe I'm here, first of all. I really can't. It's an absolute fucking trip to be here. And this will probably be my longest video that I ever make if I decide to go all the way back home. Because, you know, I'm far away from home right now, kinda. It's a decent distance. You know, but just to go through all of this stuff, because everything on the right from me right now is all new. It's all new. None of that shit was there when I was younger. It was all forest. And I kind of want to show that actually. So this whole area back here was all forest. Now it's a storage, and there's a Home Depot back there and everything. You know, all of this it's all different now. You know, and I'm like, oh, it's dark here. Oh, yeah, right where I'm standing is the gymnasium. Crazy. And I'm so big now, or whatever, like I'm tall, and I'm like, I remember how tall these ceilings were. Like, this is fucking weird. For example, look. So this is the ceiling. I'm like right here. I can touch it. And I can just jump, but I just remember how tall everything was when I was younger. Anyways, let me just put you back in here for a second again as I walk down memory fucking lane. I can't believe I'm here. And I'm like, wow, what the fuck am I feeling right now? Like, where am I? Again, my childhood is such a, like, it's so gone. It just doesn't even exist to me. It's just not even fucking real. I'm like, what the fuck happened? How did I become 26 years old? Like, when did that happen? I don't understand. I was a kid one time thinking about what it was gonna be like to be grown up and how fucking weird it is to be here now. Oh God, this is gonna trip me out. So this is another area. The fucking path to the front of the school. How many times I went here, how many emotions I was feeling, everything. It's all so deep and it's all so important. So, all right, hold on, give me a second. So, let me see what's around this corner. Doesn't show anything, no signs, no nothing. So, here we are, the front of the school. How many times I went in here, how many times I was crying, how many times I felt so small and insecure and scared and terrified and all of that. Look at the trees over there, it's so crazy. All of these places, it's just absolutely crazy. I can't believe I'm here. Anyways, let's keep walking this way. And then I want to talk about, oh yes, I do. I want to talk about how fucking scared I was of the weather. How afraid I used to be. This pole right here, when I was in about third grade, or I think third grade, got struck by lightning and then hit the school, and then the fire alarm went off. And then I actually want to walk, no, I won't put it away. I actually want to walk this way for a second. Unbelievable. It's really trippy to go past all of this stuff again. Just walk here through my fucking memories. Like, the fuck. So, I remember when it happened. Oh God, this is a trip. I don't remember what. I think it was that door. I think where it says like 306, like that corner classroom. Fire alarm goes off, right? And we have to walk this way. And I remember I looked up right as I came around this corner. I think I looked. We were evacuating because the fire alarm was going off, and you know, my parents got called and all that stuff, and it was like an after school something. And I believe I looked that way up in the sky, and it was just dark, and I remember I saw the last bit of light being consumed. And I remember how fucking scared I was seeing lightning and thunderousness, and because I remember as a child I used to be so terrified of storms and tornadoes, and you know, where I live that doesn't fucking happen. Like where I live, it does not. There's no tornadoes and fucking shit. Like, I can't believe they put a fence here, it's so strange. Anyways, I used to be so scared of that shit. I was terrified. And I remember, like, when I was in the third grade, yeah, this fucking area. I remember being in the third grade, I think I was trying to act like I wasn't scared, and then I got humbled again or something. I'm like, well, if you're not scared of just a little bit of thunder or something, because I remember I was looking out this window, I believe, just looking up at the storm brewing outside. And I was like, oh, cool, you know? Like trying to make it cool, and I just remember the loudest thunder fucking crack that I ever fucking heard in my entire life just shook the school. And I was like, okay, all right, fine. Like, Jesus, I'm trying to not be afraid, and why do I have to see a fucking end of the world storm? Like, what is that? Why do I have to deal with that right now? I'm trying to get used to just not being afraid of fucking thunderstorms, and the goddamn sky is lighting up like fucking scary ass Christmas. I guess I'm gonna leave now. Like, I'm kind of done here. You know, I don't even know if I'll stop the video or anything, but I don't know. I'm just enjoying myself going through all of these memories and feeling all of this shit. I think this is new. I don't remember having a rock climbing wall fucking here when I was going to school. Anyways, oh, I'll show this actually. Another path, because you go up this way and then you walk that way to go home. That's what I was doing. Anyways, so walk up this way and then I'm the fuck out of here, and I'm gonna start heading back now. I can't believe it though. I know I keep saying that, I keep repeating myself. And I hope this recording doesn't get fucked up or something, or somehow it stopped recording my voice during it. But, you know, if that happens, yes, I'm gonna be very upset. And that's just gonna be another challenge that I have to fucking deal with in my life. Just like, you know, having to go anonymous and all this fucking shit. Like, it's a weird feeling though, being out here. I will definitely say that. Like, I'm not even sure how I feel. Because I'm so different now. Like, it's unbelievable who the fuck I am now. And who I will be. And it's so weird. It's so weird. And I'm like, do I want to walk all the way back, or maybe I should stop? Maybe I should stop recording. What other thought path do I want to go down? And I'm going to process this whole video after I watch it or something. I'm just like, what the fuck was that? You know? What the fuck? Because I think now that I'm like remembering this walk, I'm like, holy shit. What did I just do? You know, where did I just go? Even that path up there, I'm like, oh my God, I just told that fucking story about my friend jerking off in front of me and my other fucking friends, and we were talking about that shit. And I'm like, well, what? Like, there's so many things out here. So much is out here. So many memories. And all of it is just, again, like I said, like my life felt like it started 4 or 5 years ago or something. 4 or 5 fucking years ago my life started. And I keep saying that, like I feel like I finally feel more conscious of everything. And I'm like, all of this area back here is, it's all so crazy to think about. Oh, no, I need to walk by this family again. So I'm gonna go quiet for about a minute as I walk by. Just for a second. Okay. So interesting. A dog's just making laps around a fucking shed. It's weird. Anyways, got past him. This family. Yeah, I remember that lady in that house. I don't think she's still there. That didn't look like the same person, but God, I remember she was such a cunt. Like, I remember I hated her. So fucking much. Jesus, so many fucking people walking around. I'm like, fuck off. You know, for real. Just crazy. All of this fucking shit. Oh, okay. We're just going somewhere. Oh, it's fucking hot, man. Where are you guys going? Left. Alright. Anyways. Anyways. This is a trip because I remember even yesterday that walk that I went for or went on was just also unexpected. But this one's a trip. Like this one's like, fuck, I didn't expect to walk through all of those paths and think about all that stuff that I thought about. And now I'm about to walk back home. And again, like, I'm moving out, right? And this is gonna be, you know, I'll do it again, you know, sometime way in the future. But of course, I'm gonna be so wrapped up in moving and adjusting to it and feeling that and all of that shit. And I have to be distracted. And I'll be living there for whatever amount of time I'm living there, and then eventually I don't even know. I have no idea. Life is so unpredictable at this point, and I have no hard set goals on what it is that I want to do. You know, just don't know. And here's the thing. So we're back here again, right? Been recording for an hour and 12 fucking minutes. This thing also is just memories. I remember, you know, walking by this. This is the other path where I saw these people in the shopping cart, but this is the full walk-in. You know, you see that and then you walk this way. You know, I just want to do that real quick. Been in my pocket for a while. But yeah, I remember just playing it all in here all the time. I'm gonna have to walk by these fucking people hanging out in the backyard. But yeah, this is the path with the log again. And we're gonna head home. Anyways, put you back in for a second. Yeah, here's the thing. So where I'm about to, oh God, so many people, Jesus. Anyways, where I'm about to go next is another elementary school that I didn't go to. And I remember how much this didn't make sense to me when I was growing up. I was like, wait, this place is so close to me. Why the fuck did I go to the other one? You know, it's only like another 10 minutes, so it's not like it's further, but like this one I could have just simply walked to, like so easily, like, you know, 10-minute little walk, even like less than that or something. I don't know, there's also a lot of memories here that I guess I'll try to, oh God, I guess I even want to show that. That's a trip. I have to show that. That's going to be very, very strange. And yeah, this is the area I grew up in. Yeah, there's a lot of memories that I have here. And again, it's not registering that I'm about to leave. It's just not. It's not. I'm like it's like I'm taking one last look. Again, I'm not fucking moving away. I'm moving only like a half hour away from this place. But again, it's not gonna be my place of rest anymore, if you know what I'm saying. It's not going to be the place where I go in and shut the door and go to sleep or, you know, decompress or do whatever I'm doing, right? It's just not going to be that anymore. And it's a really weird thing to think about. It's just, this is a mind fuck. All right, we're gonna walk across real quick. Anyways, it's a real mind fuck. Like, all of this is a real fucking mind fuck. I think I'm actually gonna go this way first. But here I am, I'm at another fucking school now, the other one. It's just amazing. I grew up in such a beautiful green area, just so amazingly surrounded by nature, like. But who gives a shit, right? When you're growing up, you don't even fucking care about your fucking surroundings. You don't care about nothing. Again, it's just, I don't know, it's just such a lack of appreciation or something. And I'm like, why am I so fucking ungrateful? And I'm so upset that I feel that, or something. Like, I'm like, why am I so fucking ungrateful? Like, why am I not just so, like, why am I so dissatisfied? Why is that the fucking case? Or even right now, I'm like, oh, I'm bored. I'm like, what is this human condition? Again, this walk, no, it's not boring, but like, I'm like, why am I even in that state of boredom? Why am I not like fascinated all the time or something? I am, but I hope that makes sense. Why would I ever feel that? Ever. Where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I not just so wrapped up in how exciting everything is? What the fuck? This used to be a gate. Wow. They made a fucking path back here. That's a fucking trip. Oh. I'd like to bring this up, actually. Let me see. I remember I was parked like right in this corner or something. I was talking to my girlfriend a long time ago. It was like Christmas of 2020, around that time. And she told me some shit. And, you know, I remember like, oh, I'm gonna break up with you. You know, she lied to me about something very big for the first time, and she opened up about something. I don't want to bring that up right now, but it's just this is where I was like, wow, I'm gonna have to leave you, or whatever, right? And I hung up the phone and thought I would never talk to her again, and here we are 2.5 years later, right? And in 2022, and I was in 2021, or not 2021, that was in 2020 when that happened right there. And I was just like, because I had my principles. Oh God, fucking kids, fuck you. I had my principles. I had my things that I thought I would never submit. You know? Even there, first time I got high, I remember I came here with my friends or whatever. I'm gonna walk this path and then head up these stairs. Oh, I got these kids that are fucking looking at me, so hold on. Oh, yeah, this is a trip, man. It's a trip walking and all of this stuff. Feeling all these feelings again. Yeah, even this area. It's like, Jesus. It all got redone. I'm just gonna walk through this grass, head up this path. I want to show this but there's some fuck walking down the stairs, but it's also beautiful. I'm just gonna show this at least. Oh fuck, they locked the fucking gate. Good. Fucking fuck me. Alright, well that means I have to walk this fucking way now. Thought I was gonna go up those stairs, which is also Absolute trip. Oh, now I gotta walk up this fucking hill. Damn it, that's gonna take even longer. It's hot out here. I'm almost out of water. Fucking hell. So they redid all of this with some new asphalt. Crazy. Yeah, and even where I am right now, like this is also, they got cameras fucking everywhere now. They never had all these cameras. I believe that's just because of all those school shootings and all of this stuff, and now they have to up their security in all aspects. It's like an hour and a half I'm fucking walking out here. It's crazy. And I've been recording this whole fucking time, this entire thing. I'm like, damn, trying to absorb all of this and think about all of this is gonna be a lot. There's a lot in here. Yeah, even here though. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna leave. Like, how do you do that? How do you adjust? Like, you know what the thing is? I got used to, again, like I was kind of living with my girlfriend, my woman, for pretty much a week, you know, and I've done that before. And, you know, there's a comfort in her place. There is a comfort there. There is this sense of home. You know, like I know her door and her, just the path to get there. It's very comfortable to me. I've done it many times, so I feel that sense of safety. But nothing's gonna compare to 26, almost 27 fucking years of the same exact roads. And again, I've had different jobs or whatever and different paths to get into my, you know, my parents' place. I've had many different not many different, I've only had like 2 major jobs or whatever. The whole point is, the way to get in to my neighborhood, I know every single fucking square inch, and I've known all of it changing and all of this stuff. Okay, I remember where I'm walking up right now, and I guess I'll show this, because there's no anythings, but this hill, I guess hello cars, anyways, this hill, I remember one day I was super drunk. I'll just go over another fucking story. I was super drunk and I was so lonely. I think it was back in like 2018 when I was bar hopping. Like, I remember this. And I remember I went to 3 different bars and then I ran right in there. That's where we started. That was that path where I started that story of my fucking friend, right? Anyways, this hill, well, I always like to call it Dead Man's Hill, because it's very steep and it's so fun going down it in a bike or on a bike, but then trying to, what's it called? Get back up it is a fucking, you feel like a dead man when you get to the top. Ha ha, funny fucking story, right? Who gives a shit? I feel like some old man reminiscing about my past. Like I'm some fucking weird goofy guy on a bus that you start talking to for about 15 minutes and he opens up about whatever the fuck he's going, like whatever's going on in his mind. I'm like, is this who the fuck I am? Did I just tell a story about Dead Man's fucking Hill and I even had some fucking dumb nickname for it? And I'm talking about it like I'm some old white guy with a fucking, like a Coors Light, and we're having a conversation around a campfire when I'm fucking older. I'm like, is this who the fuck I became for a second? Is this who I am? And I'm gonna walk through here as well and just feel that. But anyways, I actually want to finish up that story for a second. I was super fucking drunk, kinda. And yes, driving. You know, I was just like, fuck it. You know, I was looking for some woman that I could have sex with, or just not even have sex with. I wanted a connection. And I always want to have a connection, you know, but that's when I broke up with that 3rd girl I ever got with, you know, the one I dated for only like a month or something. And I was just just all over the place, lost like a motherfucker. It was just fucking bad. I think this path actually cuts through, so I'm gonna go this way again. Again, all of these trails I've walked a million times. I'm tired, but fuck it. All right, anyways. last major trail, kinda, as I tell my fucking sad boy story. You know, I just remember it was super late, like I don't even know, maybe it was like midnight, 1 a.m, something like that. Just bad. It's just so depressing now that I think about it. Like, Jesus. That's the elementary school down there or whatever. The one I didn't go to, but anyways. In another motherfucking shopping cart. Wow. So sad to see that. Oh, just fuck, man. Hour and 25 minutes. Good, fuck you. Anyways, so I just remember how sad that was. And I remember this night, and I remember this is the whole thing about self-love and where I got this idea from. But in reality, I wasn't self-loving myself. I was actually just, I put all my walls up and my guards up and all that stuff. And I was like, fuck being vulnerable and fuck doing that and fuck all these bitches and hoes and whatever. I just became very guarded and somewhat hateful. Anyways, that forest I just walked through, I ran through late at night, just playing this one song. It's called Space Song by Beach House. I was just playing that. Like, that song is so deep to me. It's just like, fuck. Beach House Space Song is what it was called. And I remember just playing that and just running through that forest, like, not bawling my eyes out, but definitely sad, running with tears in my eyes. Like, I felt that. I was just running through it. Just late at night, all alone, by myself, running through my past again. Running through all of those emotions when I was younger, when I was a kid, when I was free and I was young and I was able to just, I don't know, so innocent. And I'm like, now I'm not. And I don't know, now all of a sudden I feel these emotions again as this thing's about to end. Because I remember how sad I was. And I remember when I I got back in my car and I drove home, and I remember I was just looking at myself in the mirror and crying. And I was like, oh, this is what I was looking for the whole time. It wasn't somebody else, it was me. And here I am back to the main road. You know? Anyways, just got emotional for a second, even walking through there and telling that story. And this is back to this path. Anyways, let's just block that real quick. Anyways, when I got home, like I said, I was just looking at myself in the mirror, crying my eyes out. And I was like, nobody's gonna be there for you in these dark times. Because that was like rock bottom for me. That was rock bottom. I felt that. That was a dark, dark place. And I don't even think I started my new job yet. Or whatever, this job I'm currently working at, like I said, it was like 3.5 years ago, something like that. And I remember just, yeah, that was the moment where I completely threw all my guards up, like I said. And then my woman that I'm with right now, I don't know, she challenged all those things and all of this confidence that I felt like I built up, you know, because I started a new job and I got it down and I felt like I was all good and all that stuff. And I just felt good about myself. But in reality, I was fooling myself. You know, I wasn't actually like, you know, self-loving myself, you know, in a good way, in my opinion. Like, it wasn't good. I was actually very guarded is all I was doing. And I'm like, you have to protect yourself, and yeah, you don't want to just throw trust to anybody. Like, that's not a good thing. Yeah, there's a way to, if you put your heart out there, you can get hurt a lot, pretty badly. And that's not what I'm saying I'm fucking trying to do, you know, like right now. Oh, the vulnerability guards that I was putting up were not good. I'm like, it is, but again, still didn't feel right and still doesn't feel right. And I'm trying to understand that now and get through all of that thinking and understanding. You know, it's just a trip. Everything's a trip. And I can't believe that I'm about to be back home. you know, in the next 5 or so minutes or something. Like, this was a walk, man. This was part of my day. Like, what'd you do on Sunday? I'm like, went for like an hour and a half fucking walk through goddamn unexpected memory lane. It's just super weird. You know, and again, the road that I'm walking down right now, I've drove it 10 million motherfucking times. You know, what's 365 days times 26? I mean, obviously that's not the number, but you get my point. It's just, I've been down here so many times. So many times. Like these trees and everything. And the good news is about my new place that I got, luckily has a lot of forest around, and it does feel kind of quiet, because that is the thing that I love about my parents' house. It's like we're just in a cul-de-sac, right, tucked away in all of these forests. Like I'm surrounded by trees. I am surrounded by trees. You know, this path that I'm walking right now, just absolutely surrounded. And it's beautiful. It's so comforting. I grew up with green, and I remember my girlfriend, you know, she's not from here. So she didn't see all of this stuff, and she was like, wow. I remember the first time she went to my house or whatever, she was like, it's so green here. It's so beautiful. It's so amazing. And I'm like, wow, I just got used to it. I'm like, I don't give a shit. You know, of course, when you get used to something, it just becomes kind of mundane and boring, and you stop caring and you become ungrateful. But fuck, I'm gonna miss this place, man. And it's just another path that I'm about to walk in life. And I don't know where it's gonna take me. And I'm gonna try to not freak out. And again, I was talking about chaos and all these things, and how I kind of sickly like it, you know, because it's so wildly interesting to be in all this turmoil. And say, oh, you're just a drama queen. You just like drama. And I remember, you know, I just think about that. I'm like, do I like drama? Am I a drama queen? Is that all this is? Oh, I just like to cause trouble. I'm like, no, I don't. I want to ask questions. Well, you ask too many questions. Stop tripping about all that stuff. Yeah, I know, guys. All right. Thank you, everybody. Stop fucking tripping. Well, I don't know. Something deep inside of my fucking soul or body, brains, whatever you want to fucking call it, consciousness, cannot stay still. Even though I have this yearning for it, like I have this yearning for stability of some sort, and this sense of, oh, I found it. You know, like I have that. I do have that thing that I'm looking for, like I said, or I have felt like I've been looking for. And right now it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure. All I know is I'm about to be home. And I'm gonna upload this video. I've already made like my phone usage right now is like 100 gigs. I just got that message like yesterday. It's like, you've used 100 gigs of fucking shit in my phone plan or whatever. You know, it was like, hey, data usage warning, right? And I'm like, wow, fucking hell, 100 gigs, goddamn. Is that what the fuck I did? I've been recording like a motherfucker and thinking about all this shit and talking to myself, and even having other conversations now with my girlfriend and even my neighbor. And I'm like, what the fuck was that all about? What a fucking trip. You know? An absolute fucking trip. I'm sweating like a fucking pig. It's ridiculous. And my legs definitely hurt because, you know, I'll check the recording in a second, but all I know is it's been a while how long I've been fucking recording. And now I'm doing the loop into my cul-de-sac, which is absolutely fucking trippy. I just can't believe it. I'm fucking so thirsty, Jesus. I'm like out of water. I was like, perfect. Oh, and my water even heated up too. Ugh, kind of gross, but here I am. Back in my neighborhood for the last couple times. My home. That my parents still don't even know I'm about to say goodbye to them until the 8th. It's gonna be a surprise or something, right? It's gonna be like, boom, surprise. I'm fucking leaving. You know? I don't even want to think about that day because it's in 2 weeks. And all I can tell you, it's gonna be a trip. Even this whole hour and a half and some change has been a trip. And here I am, back at my front door. So, all I have to say is, until, goodbye.